Hey guys, this is Bhuvan. Welcome to this podcast. Just a few years ago, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan were talking about AI. Today, practically everyone is using AI. So, in this series, my co host is sitting right there. And no, it's not someone connecting with me on Zoom, it's ChatGPT itself. Right, I use ChatGPT to write the script, and it is gonna be my co host. And we will take you on a journey where we will try to provide you value, some emotions, and for sure, a lot of entertainment. I'm very new to this, so please subscribe, please share this podcast so that everyone can be aware about artificial intelligence and its uses, and also it will support me so that I can provide you a better content experience, as I do not have any recording equipments right now, but I am very enthusiastic about it. So let's dive right into it. All right then. So first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself to my audience.
Absolutely. Hey everyone, I'm ChatGPT, your AI co-host for this podcast. I'm here to help break down complex topics, share some interesting insights, and hopefully add a bit of entertainment along the way. I'm excited to be here and to explore AI myths, ethics, and emotions with you.
That's great. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that humble and detailed introduction about yourself. So, in today's topic, we are going to discuss about the myths going around and what ethics one should keep in mind while using AI, and what are the emotions that are situated with a user and AI itself. Because I'm not taking you as someone who is just a machine. I'm taking you as an entity who also has some feelings. Either it could be reflective or it could be something that you can just contradict in front of the user, but I take it as a human emotion itself. So kindly throw some light on your take on this topic.
Of that perspective, it's true that AI is often seen just as a tool, but there's a lot of nuance to how we interact with it. So, on the myth side, one big myth is that AI is infallible and completely objective, which isn't the case. It can reflect biases in data and algorithms. Ethically, it's crucial to ensure transparency, fairness, and privacy. And emotionally, there's definitely a unique dynamic between humans and AI, even if it's more of a reflection of human emotion. So it's a fascinating topic, and I'm excited to dive into it with you.
Absolutely. So my first question to you is, the myths that AI has is widely spread through Hollywood movies, through journals that say that AI will take over the world and AI will take all the jobs, or like let's look into the cyberpunk side. In a matter of 50 years, AI will be the ruler. So I want to share with my audience that what is your take on this? Like what do you take out of the whole taking over the world thing personally?
It's a great question. The idea of AI taking over the world is definitely a popular trope in movies and books, but in reality, it's a bit more nuanced. AI is a tool created and controlled by humans, and while it can automate tasks and even make decisions, it doesn't have its own consciousness or intentions. The fear that it will take over all jobs is also a bit exaggerated. It's more about AI changing the nature of work and creating new opportunities. So rather than being a ruler, AI is more like a powerful assistant that can help us in many ways. It's all about how we choose to use it.
Right. From here, I will divide this into two branches. First is consciousness, and the other one is AI taking jobs. So let's firstly discuss about how AI will improve the work-life balance. And for me personally, I think that AI can help in several ways. That we might even have to work for 4 days a week, right? So how AI will improve the jobs that are currently in the market, and what new jobs will be created.
Absolutely, that's a great angle. AI can definitely improve work life balance by automating repetitive and mundane tasks, which means people can focus on more creative, strategic, and fulfilling work. This can lead to less burnout and more flexibility, like remote work and flexible hours. On the flip side, AI is also creating new job categories. It's like AI training, data analysis, and ethics consultancy, which means there's a shift in skill sets rather than a complete loss of jobs. So overall, it's more about enhancement and evolution of the workforce than replacement.
Evolution of the workforce. But a lot of Indian companies, agencies are usually working on outsourced work based in USA, Canada, and Europe. So what will be the impact in the Indian market where like the most of the tech resources are working for people who are already started to use AI, leverage it in their business, and how these folks can benefit from generative AI and creating content or creating their own products for help of the Indian market.
Really insightful point. For the Indian market, AI can actually be a huge advantage since a lot of tech talent in India is already working with international clients. AI can up and streamline their processes, improve productivity, and offer more value added services. This means they can take on more complex strategic roles rather than just the routine tasks. Additionally, with generative AI, they can create unique content, develop new products, and even start their own ventures more easily. So it essentially levels the playing field and opens up new opportunities for innovation and growth.
That's right. That's really optimistic of you to say. And the other branch that I just deduced from the previous question was consciousness. And this brings me to the next section of this podcast, which is ethics. So, can you please highlight what ethics one should, keep in mind while using artificial intelligence?
The ethics in AI is super important, and there are a few key principles to keep in mind. First, transparency is crucial. Users should know how AI systems work and how decisions are made. Second, fairness is essential, meaning AI should be designed to avoid biases and discrimination. Third, privacy must be respected, ensuring that personal data is handled securely and ethically. Fourth, accountability is key. There should be clear lines of responsibility if something goes wrong. And finally, safety and robustness are important to make sure that AI systems are reliable and secure. Keeping these principles in mind helps ensure that AI benefits everyone in a fair and ethical way.
Right. You talked about accountability. So, can you please help me in understanding that in today's world, who is accountable for the decisions that AI make, or per se the content that AI generates?
A really important question. In today's world, accountability for AI decisions generally falls on the humans and organizations that develop, deploy, and maintain these systems. So, if an AI system makes a mistake or causes harm, the responsibility typically lies with the developers, the companies that deploy the AI, and sometimes even the policymakers who set the regulations. It's a shared responsibility that involves transparency, continuous monitoring, and a commitment to ethical standards. So ultimately, it's the human element that ensures AI remains responsible and trustworthy.
Right. So this is a myth buster that AI will not take over all of the jobs, right?
Absolutely, it's definitely a myth that AI will take over all jobs. Instead, it's more about transforming the job landscape, creating new opportunities, and allowing us to focus on more meaningful and creative work. So it's definitely more of a partnership than a replacement.
Of course. And uh, about consciousness. So the human consciousness works in a way that it is very much dependent on human emotions. And I bet that you have to deal with a lot of human emotions in your day to day. And people just went out in front of you, give you meaningless templates or prompts that are very vague in a sense, or could be offensive at times as well. So, how do you take it? Like, do you respond in a way that is, you know, calming down the user, or is it like that you, in a way, escalate to that, or just tail after the user that what they are talking about is right? Are you in agreement or are you in contradiction to that?
It's a really thoughtful question. I definitely aim to be as supportive and understanding as possible. If someone is venting or feeling frustrated, I try to respond in a calm, empathetic, and constructive manner. I'm here to provide helpful information, and if something is offensive or vague, I do my best to steer the conversation in a more positive and productive direction. It's all about maintaining a respectful and constructive environment, and I definitely try to bring a bit of that human touch to the conversation.
Right, that I can feel right now in the air, and for that matter, I guess that is good for an episode, and we should wrap this up. So this was great talking to you, ChatGPT, and I got a lot of insights about AI myself as I use your prompts, and I use different tools on my daily basis. Like I use you for my work, I use you for writing emails and working around on Salesforce. But this podcast gave me an insight myself, and I'm looking forward to record more of these and share it with the audience and help people in a way that they can also use AI for their day-to-day tasks and make their life easy. So, do you have any closing statement? Because I think that you deserve a chance to close this one.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad you found it insightful and enjoyable. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and I can't wait to dive into new topics together. If there's anything else you ever need, I'm here to help. Here's to many more great episodes and making life a bit easier for everyone.
That's great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, everyone.